As we're taught in the Course, all relationships are assignments. It is no accident when you meet somebody. The Course says that everybody that you meet you were supposed to meet, and there's nobody that you meet that you weren't supposed to meet. But the Course says that relationships are basically 3 assignments. The first is what's called the first level of teaching. The first level of teaching is when you have a casual encounter with somebody. Let's say you met somebody in an elevator, or some child lost his little ball, and you had to choose in those interactions who you were going to be. Were you going to smile at the person in the elevator, or were you going to be cold and dismissive, which is the way the world tells you it is wise to be in some cases? Or when the child loses his ball, are you going to just kind of ignore or get angry with the child, or are you going to be real sweet and throw the child his ball back? That's called the first level of teaching. When there's no real purpose for you to have an extended relationship with this person, but for the purposes of your healing, every situation gives you the maximal opportunity to learn what there is to learn from that interaction. Now, the second level of teaching is when you come together with a person for a relatively extended period of time. And that relatively extended period of time has to do with the fact that you come together with people, and let's say you're together for 6 weeks or 6 months or 6 years, and then the relationship ends. Now, according to the ways of the world, according to the ego, that means that the relationship failed. Oh, that's too bad. The Course says that doesn't mean the relationship failed at all. That means the relationship might have succeeded beautifully, but there is no longer, their learning and their healing together for those two people is no longer best served by physical proximity. So then the Course says that the people appear to separate. Now, people don't really separate in those cases because we're taught that people are not their bodies. We're concerned with content instead of form, remember? So the content is the mental interaction, and that goes on forever. The Course says, whom God hath brought together, the ego cannot put asunder. So the truth for us is that once you're bonded with someone, that's it. You're in that relationship forever. So when you separate, if it seems to be that it is no longer best serving either of you to be together physically, for us that does not mean that the relationship failed. It means that the relationship, as I said, might have succeeded beautifully, and now it's time to move on.